Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Now this is a pretty exciting ride. We are at Triumph Sydney today and we are riding the beautiful Triumph Trident. Look at how beautiful this bike is. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. I think they've nailed it on this design. I think it's really simple, but yeah, it really looks really nice. Good quality as well. Here in Australia, guys, we only get the Lambs version, so this is 55 horsepower. We don't get the full-blown 80 horsepower that overseas models gets, which is a bit of a shame, but I'm sure they'll come out with something to change that if you wanted to. Now the colours, this colour scheme I love, but I also love they've got a matte black with some white details here. Looks fantastic. I'll throw some photos up now and show you. That's definitely my pick. Apart from that, guys, it's pretty similar. Obviously it's a 3-cylinder, pretty similar to the Street Triple. Pretty basic dash, but looks really nice, good quality. Oh, sorry about the planes. I'd probably only swap out these and put some bar end mirrors. Good quality tyres, Michelin, looks fantastic. Obviously, maybe you get rid of this, it'll look even better. But yeah, guys, let's go for a ride. Alright. So starting off, let's talk a little bit about my experience with Triumph in general. I have had a few Triumphs. I have had a Triumph Street Triple on my restricted license. I had that for about a year. I had that bike and I absolutely loved it. It was black. It was very same engine as this, so it was a 660. It was a fantastic bike, and I really I had an exhaust, Yoshimura exhaust. It sounded fantastic, and I really loved that bike. It was a shame when I actually sold it and bought a Ducati, which was probably the worst decision. So if you're listening and you're thinking about a Ducati or this, go for this. Go and see my mates down at Triumph Sydney. Hit up Nick, great guy, he'll help you out, and yeah, hopefully give you a good deal on one of these. But yeah, these are amazing. I mean, 12 grand these are in Sydney. I mean, 12 grand. I mean, just the quality of them alone is just, it feels much more expensive than 12 grand. It feels really good quality. Comparing it to, what have I ridden, like an MT-07, for the same sort of money. What else have you got? You've obviously got the Street Triples 660 as well, but they're up around the 14 to 15 grand mark new, which is pretty pricey for if you're on your restricted license here in Australia. Being your first bike, pretty hard to swallow that sort of money. But yeah, 12 grand. I mean, I'm pretty sure the MT-07s are about 10, 11 new. Sorry about the planes, guys. If it's it's pretty noisy with those going over, but we're near the airport and we're going to head towards the airport now. But yeah, it's such good value. I mean, and they'll hold the value really well, being a new model here, or anywhere, should I say. I don't think they're going to lose their value much at all, if any. I think in a couple of years' time, these are still going to be worth around that 9-10 mark. Oh. Heaps of go still for a restricted bike. It feels, I mean, it's hard to tell. This is still in the braking period, so I can't go flat out. It's a bit hard to tell, but at the moment it feels pretty similar to my Street Triple, to be honest. It doesn't feel too far off the pace of that. I think they're pretty similar actually. I have to have a look at the actual specs, but these are definitely lighter, so probably got a bit more down low. He likes it. But really good gearbox, really smooth. Yeah, really torquey, which is really good, and that's what you want. But yeah, seating position, you know, it feels a little more upright than the Street Triple. The bars feel a little bit further back. The feet are definitely a bit lower. So it's you know, definitely more comfortable than a Street Triple. So I mean, for your first bike, or for, you know, for anyone really, it's just a really comfortable, fun option. You know, like I said in my other videos, I'm actually looking for a bit of a commuter at the moment, and this would be quite good for a day-to-day bike. You know, can't really go wrong. We're gonna stop up here. I'll give you a bit more of a walk around, explain a few things. This guy hurries up. Yeah, goes really well. I think it'd be a little shorter geared than the Street Triple, but yeah, it feels really good. I mean, again, guys, I can only rev this to 6,000, so it'll feel even better once I can really sort of open it up. So we'll stop in here. Alright guys, here she is. I think this colour looks really great as well. I'm not a big fan of the white colour scheme they've got, but this colour looks fantastic. I think the blacks are definitely the pick, and even like little touches like this polished chrome here. The quality is just amazing. I mean, I can't believe they're 12 grand. You know, Shoei front forks, you know, Nissan calipers, everything's finished really well. Great sounding bike, 3-cylinder. Your headlight here, nice little details. You know, it's just such a good quality bike, and looks fantastic. I mean, I just can't get over the price of these. I mean, the detailing and how good quality these are for $12,000 is just it's an absolute steal, guys. If you're in the market for at first, like around that sort of 5 to 10, 11, you know, mark bike, this is like, get one of these, guys. Go and see Nick at Sydney Triumph and go and buy one of these. They've still got a few available. If you're in the market for one, don't even hesitate. This is awesome. And I've ridden pretty much every Lambs bike, every small capacity CC bike there is. You know, I'm coming off a S1000 RR at the moment, and this is an absolute fantastic bit of kit. Alright guys, let's get back on. Listen to that, guys. Sounds great. Love a triple. Alright, what a day as well, guys, to be out. Beautiful day here in Sydney. We've had a heap of rain recently, which hasn't been fun at all. Means I haven't been able to get out on any bike. Got a couple of good days now, so gonna be lots of riding. Yeah, guys. Alright, so next up, so we've talked about the comfort. Obviously a really comfortable bike, guys. No problems whatsoever there. Foot pegs, handlebars, everything's really nice. Next thing to talk about, I want to talk about the screen here. So this is an updated, I think Triumph are kind of going this way a little bit with some of their newer models. And you know, it's basic, but it does everything. It's got all your trips and, you know, fuel gauge there, your gear indicator. It's got 2 riding modes. You've got road and rain. So same as my street triple from memory. I had two modes on that as well. Yeah, really easy to see as well. No problems there, even in the sun. Pretty easy. Alright, now handling wise, this is a brand new bike, so I can't lean it over too much. New tyres, but you know, it feels like it handles really well. Like, it's really smooth. You know, some of the, you know, I will say some of the Japanese bikes, you know, tend to feel, how would I put it? They feel a bit sort of plasticky. This feels really solid through every corner. Great bit of kit, guys. Great bit of kit. Goes really well. But yeah, handling feels solid. Feels really good. Similar to my street triple. Just, yeah, the street triple had slightly lower front end, really, so the feel was a little bit more over it. But apart from that, it's yeah, really similar bike, for a lot less money, which is amazing. Other things to notice as well, it's quite skinny. It feels really skinny, a lot skinnier than the street triple. It's been a while since I've ridden that bike, but yeah, definitely skinnier, and you know, your legs fit nicely in these little grooves as well. It's really well designed. The switch gear, pretty basic, but feels really quality. Doesn't feel cheap whatsoever, which is nice. Sometimes you can get, you know, the switch gear can feel a bit cheap. Oh. Yeah, heaps of torque. It's really such a fun, really fun engine, this. Oh, my mirror's going a bit funny here. Oh, that's a bit loose. That's not great. Anyways. Oh, there we go. Maybe that's a bit better. I'll have to fix that. Oh well, it's fine. But yeah, such a torquey little engine. It'll be amazing to ride one of these when I can, when this bike's run in. I'll hopefully get another ride on it and really tell you what it's like when you can rev it past 6,000. But yeah, it feels really strong. It definitely doesn't feel like it's like that restricted, and it's not restricted on your throttle, which is good. I think the early model street triples, you were restricted by your throttle, and that wasn't fun because it was kind of like a half turn, and so was the Ducatti that I had. That was also restricted by the throttle, where this is you got the full turn of the throttle. I think it's just it's ECU restricted, which is sometimes could be a little bit harder if you did want to de-restrict it, I guess, but I'm sure I'm sure you'll be able to in the future. Other things to mention, obviously these would be really good on fuel. You know, probably better than a street triple, I would imagine. But yeah, it looks like it. I'll put up now how big the tank is for you guys. But yeah, guys, it's really smooth. I'm really impressed with this bike, really am. And they've done a really good job, Triumph, on this. I know a few guys that have been raving about this bike. And I know lots of guys that have bought this bike even on their full license. So it's a very capable bike. And you know, the guys overseas that have taken these bikes, you know, through their paces a bit more, they've raved about it, how good it is. But yeah, I'm seriously impressed. The only thing that I would really change is the exhaust, and I'm sure that there will be heaps of manufacturers jumping on board. You know, SC Project, obviously they're going to have some awesome sounding exhausts. Aquapovic, they'll be no doubt doing an exhaust. If not, they probably already have, actually, I don't know. But yeah, it'll be interesting to hear these bike once there's an exhaust available. But yeah, such good value. I just can't get over how good value this bike is, guys, for the money. And you know, you get a really quality bit of kit. Even the levers feel, you know, they don't feel cheap. They actually even feel better than my S1000s. And that's a 30 grand bike. But yeah, handles really well. Oh, I so badly want to rev it past that 6,000 mark. Oh, holes around, just handles so well. And I believe you'll be able to get a quick shifter as well for this bike. That'll be from Triumph, I believe. That'll be a option, one of the accessories. So that'll be a no-brainer. You know, that transforms the bike, guys. You got to get a quick shifter on these, especially if you throw an exhaust on this. Get that quick shifter. That's all you need to do. That's all. Maybe change these to bar end mirrors, and you've got an awesome bike. You know, quick shifters, you know, they change your world. They're amazing, and it's quite hard going back to a bike that doesn't have a quick shifter. You forget sometimes. It's really it's a really good thing to have. But apart from that, guys, it's yeah, I've just super thrilled to be on this bike, and thanks again to Nick at Triumph Sydney for hooking us up with this bike for today. You know, I've been wanting to ride this ever since it first got sort of the press release, and it hasn't disappointed. It's a really good bike. You know, these things in Australia are just going to sell out like crazy. That mirror is oh yeah, such a good engine. This triple just sounds amazing. Oh, I really miss my triple now. One of the best sounding engines, I think. You know, your V4s are up there, but the sound of these triples are just something else. You can't really beat it, really. I think it's such a good note. Oh, such a good bike, guys. Loving this bike. Really smooth as well. And it's not jerky, the throttle, either. It's just a great progressive power. Brakes are really good. Oh geez, there's the mirror again. Brakes feel really strong and just so comfortable. Such a comfortable bike. Rear brake feels really good as well. Oh god, I can't get over how strong this engine feels for a lamb's bike. Freaking hell, fantastic. But it also just feels really light and flickable. It does feel lighter than a street triple, 100%, and you can actually feel it. You know, some bikes are lighter but you don't really feel it. This one, definitely feel it. And I think this, to be honest, I would definitely take one of these over a street triple, I think, now, especially here in Australia. If you're near restricted, I really don't think there's any need whatsoever to go a street triple, other than the fact if you wanted to do track days, maybe then you might go a street triple, but this is more than capable. I actually like the design of this bike a lot better than the street triple. I love the single headlight. I think it looks amazing. And yeah, it's really torquey, really light, great gearbox. Everyone loves it. This would easily pop the wheel in first and second gear, I reckon. No problem at all. Even in fourth gear, the roll on, heaps of power in fourth gear. It probably doesn't feel as fast as an MT-07, but then again, I to be honest, it's pretty close. You know, it's really not far off an MT-07. Oh, this mirror is just gone now. It's not far off at all, and I think this handles better than an MT-07. Feels really, really nice. Alright guys, that's the end of my review. I hope you're enjoying the videos, and if you have any questions, send me a comment. Any questions about this bike or anything else that we've been doing, don't be afraid to shoot me a comment. I try and get back to everyone as quickly as possible, and I really appreciate all your comments so far on the channel. It's been amazing. We're over 500 subscribers now, so yeah guys, can't thank you guys enough for that. And yeah guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.